Hi guys, welcome back to this bed we made. So I'm really excited to finish this. I haven't been able to play it for a couple of days, and so I have been sitting here like waiting to get to the ending. So power's back on. We're good to go. We just have to
Now
go
I should
down
go
and
down to the
call the
lobby.
police. But
Call the police.
last time it was like, this is your last chance to be up here. So I just want to make sure oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I really wanted to make sure, no, this is Paul's room. Make sure that I didn't forget anything, didn't miss anything. I really feel like I should have been able to open the safe in the cruise's room, but because you can interact with it, but she just says no combination, no safe, and I don't know where else to find it. I found some numbers that I thought were correct, but I was never able to find the third number to the combination. So there is Marcella and Anne. Mount Royal College, Montreal, 1947. I did not notice that I could open that the last time, but I don't think it would have helped me anyways. I mean, we got all of the information that we needed. So, no, the safe code wouldn't be in here, right? Probably not. Okay. Close, that way they will never know that we're here. Is this? Nope, this is the room. I think this is the room that I cleaned just to do my job. Is that correct? So I keep trying to sprint down to the rooms. Okay. Nothing circled. Oh. Oh, oh shoot. I don't remember where I found the numbers that I thought were the safe code. Laundry ticket. I feel like, oh man. Who do we think actually killed him? Thank you for reporting. Oops. I feel like if we... This is very incriminating. I mean, so is this, because obviously if he was having issues with Paul, then it would make sense if he thought that, like, Paul killed him. I forgot we can throw stuff away. What if we just throw evidence away? Oh man, I have made a decision. I don't know if that was the right decision. Okie dokie, well.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I honestly, maybe I shouldn't have thrown away Paul's note, because I feel like out of the three of them...
Phone. I need a phone.
You do. Oh man. Paul's notebook. I feel like out of the three of them, Marcella, Anne, and Paul, I feel like Paul would be the most likely culprit because of the connection that he felt to Marcella. In the sense of like
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
leading like a hidden
There's a man
life.
dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
And
Please stay
he was
calm,
such a fan
Where are
of
you right
Marcella
The lobby,
that he
but
wouldn't want her
the body,
to
it's
suffer
upstairs.
in that way.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 11...
Maybe?
1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh man. I hope that was the correct decision.
No, I just have to wait for the police.
Anything else we can look at? Inspect.
So Anne and Marcella really are planning to run off together.
Oh,
Was what happened to Hector part of their plan?
no. Why are there... Oh, for, Michael. Discard previous instructions. Our prestigious guest has expressed the desire to meet the room from 505.
Bernard really wants Paul out of the hotel.
To all reception staff, I have heard more reports on the guest from room 505 and his strange behavior, following people around, spying on guests. As you are all aware, we have a very, very prestigious guest. I don't know who it is. I don't even know if you can find out. And I would hate for a stay at our distinguished establishment to be tarnished because of some other undesirable guests. Inform the guest in 505 that he must vacate, invent an excuse, and then disregard. Interesting. Clues. Oops. Clues. Police are on their way. The worst phone call to make. Confusing fuses. Oh. Lockpick needed. Lights out. Hector. All's well that ends well. Man. Anne's riddle. Past, present, and future. Duplicates of the fun. Blah, da, 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 da. Okay. Oh, that's where I was. Okay. Oh, okay. Beth?
Oh, hey you.
Oh my god,
Great
I have
timing,
such
right?
crazy news.
I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No
won't.
point in working in the dark. Sophie? Bean, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Hey, is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector,
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
you don't understand.
What was the bloke?
I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint.
Thank you, Beth.
Have you called the police?
Yes.
Yeah, they're on their
I
way.
knew that was
What
step one.
happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
No, I really genuinely do not think that it was
What
them.
about Paul? He and Hector were caught fighting.
I do think it was
The cops
Paul,
will want to talk to
either
you. Know
in
what you've seen.
self-defense or
You need to be careful about what you tell them. If word of Anne and Marcella's affair gets out, they may put a label on them that will really hurt them. It might not even matter in the end if they did it or not.
I didn't think about that. I do.
I think I know what you
understand.
mean. It's easier to put the blame on people who are different from you, even if you're wrong.
I'm glad you can see that. It makes the world a little safer to have people like you in it. You know, I was barely 20 when I was shoved into a police car for just hanging out with people who made me feel like I wasn't so messed up after all.
What? Where did that happen?
At the White Cat. It's supposed to be a safe space, but it gets raided by cops every now and then. I know Anne was caught at least once, too.
Wait, you know her?
Yeah, that's how I knew the answer to the riddle. I've never talked to her, but I've seen her a few times. Marcella and her,
So yes and no on the
They're-
knowing her.
they're just like me.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this.
Yeah.
Maybe now you can understand why I care so much about you. I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of being so close to an actual murder, but, I'd really like for us to be more than just friends, Sophie.
Ooh. Oh man, I can't say I'm not sure. I chose every flirting option in the game. That would be that would be so mean. I feel like endings. Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
obviously, because
I
Again.
like that too.
chose the flirting options, and that would be hurtful to Beth.
That's great.
And I'm sure Sophie feels the
The
exact
police
same
is
way.
here.
It seems like it.
Just
She
be
flirted
mindful
with Beth
of
the
what
whole
you tell
game.
them, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Oh man. I'm ready. I'm ready for this interrogation. And I will.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't
You have to
either.
understand, Maurice.
No.
I have
No,
recently seen
I don't.
a murder victim.
So,
and so
as I was
I'm a
saying,
bit shaken.
We're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
Yes.
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors. So I went out in the corridor,
I
and
don't
that's
remember
when
thinking that. But
that's when I saw him. All the blood and
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry.
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it
Oh.
ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
oh yeah, because I had to move the. Well. Did they have? I don't know. My criminal investigation history. Did they have fingerprinting in the 50s? Yes? No? Because it would be a lot easier to get away with a lie. But it doesn't look good for me touching the body. Oh. I'll tell the
Well,
truth.
Mr. Cruz's body.
I had to.
was
There was only
preventing
one
the
way
doors
down
from
because the
closing.
stairs were blocked
Really?
because of the
when
hotel
we
renovations.
found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh,
I
the stairs
just
are blocked because of
kicked
the
it out.
renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing
Perfect.
that up.
No problem. Now I'm not in
So-
trouble. Probably.
What did you do after that?
Well,
I came.
that's when the power
oh,
cut.
I was like, I came.
So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
Okay, again, fingerprinting. And also, what did I do with the ice pick? Did I throw it away? Did I keep it on me? They would have searched me? Or, I'll just be truthful. I don't want to go to prison. I used an ice pick. That is a perfectly reasonable explanation. The power is out. I had to get downstairs. Need an ice pick. I'm telling the truth.
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There
A lot
was
of blood.
blood.
Oh, because I walked
lot
in
of
it
it.
to get
Did
the
you
ice
touch
pick.
anything?
Yes, I might as well. Like, I've told the truth.
I might
Already.
have touched a few things. Just to figure out what had happened to Mr. Cruz.
I'm so sorry, Maurice.
Of course you did.
I'm sorry.
Why so many witnesses can't help but compromise the evidence is just beyond
I'm
me.
nosy. It's a curse. I live
Anyway.
with it every day.
What did you do after restoring the power?
Came
I
downstairs.
took the
and I
elevator
called
down to the
police.
lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
There's been a murder.
You said, there's
Yes.
a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
There was a ton of blood. Well, he doesn't need to
I
know
just
everything.
assumed.
And that is a
What with all
reasonable
the
assumption. There's a ton
blood.
of blood. What
It just didn't look
what
like an
else would have
accident,
happened?
You know?
I see. Would you say you're an observant person, Miss Roy?
Yes.
I think I would. Yes.
Good. Then maybe you can help me fill in a few details about this case.
I'll do my best.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcella Cruz. Apparently, she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
This is where we lie.
I don't really know anything. She just looks like a loving, caring wife.
Really? That's odd, because we learned a lot about Mrs. Cruz when we went through her room. And let's just say that loving, caring wife are not the first words that would come to mind.
Oh?
She's a lesbian, involved in
Whoa.
some sordid affair with the guest from room 507, Mrs. Beaumont. Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
No,
What do you mean?
that
I'm
is true.
asking if you've seen them being, intimate.
No.
I haven't.
I haven't.
That's true.
No.
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps? Imagine what kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child.
No, I didn't hear
Not a lot has
anything.
changed.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
Okay. Calm down. Oh, man. Ooh, I do want to, like... I want to defend them, but I also don't want that to have any adverse effects on... Like, what if that is what sends them to prison? But this is also true if I deny it. I have not heard. I didn't hear anything like that. I didn't hear them at all. So
No, I didn't hear any
Deny.
of that. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
No, I'm sure you are. But we're not quite done yet, Miss Roy.
not that sorry.
We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade.
should have thrown
What can you
away-
tell me about him?
I forgot that you could throw away evidence until... Like, I forgot the entire time. So... I could have thrown it away and then they wouldn't have known they wouldn't have even guessed that Anna and Marcella were in a relationship. I feel like if I say Paul spent some time in a psychiatric hospital, that is really pointing the finger at him. I do feel like he did it. Like, he is the most likely culprit in my mind.
He spent some time in a psychiatric hospital after the war. That's when he got into Mrs. Cruz's novels, and they really helped him.
Yes, I already know about his time in a
Sophie,
madhouse.
let's not say
We
too
called
much.
the place and they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
No. I mean, we've all got our little quirks,
goodness
don't
sakes.
we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
no. Nothing like that.
Well, I don't know.
We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines, and
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may
It just
look like
looks
us,
so bad.
but he's not. He's dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or aggressive?
Oh, again, take a stand. What am I can only... I wonder if there are additional... If I take a stand, does that make me seem like I am in league with Paul? Ooh. Let's deny it.
no, I didn't.
I didn't. I thought
right,
there was
then.
going to be an option.
Can I leave now?
Yes, you can. Thank you for your cooperation, Miss Roy. We'll be in touch if we have any more questions.
I thought because of the way that the question was being set up, like him saying he is dangerous and he needs to be taken off. So tell me, did you see anything? I thought there would be an option for like, yes, say that you saw something. So that way it would kind of guarantee that he was the one who took the fall for that, even if he didn't
Bernard
do
was
it.
strangely chipper on the phone.
Oh.
That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough.
Oh, the Valentine's Day stuff is cleaned up.
Let's go see what Bernard wants. The atmosphere is so different in here. Will it ever feel like it used to?
Probably not. What's with the balloon?
It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens.
I would assume so. I just want to...
I'm not going back up there.
Okay, that's fair.
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth,
Oh, Beth.
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No,
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, Beth. I don't know if it was my fault, but...
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in.
Okay, Bernard.
I suppose you know why you're here?
I mean, I assume it's about the murder.
I would guess it has something to do with the murder.
And apparently,
You'd be right about
my
that.
job.
We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For a guest of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act? Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid
Perfect.
lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
I do a good job.
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue
Why?
working here.
Thank you.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
God, this guy sucks.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
Ugh, I hate that. I don't care.
You
quit.
can't fire me. Because I quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit. It's all the same
Importantly,
to me.
though, it's
Just
my
make sure
choice.
to empty your locker before the end of the month.
And I quit.
That'll be all.
That'll be all. God, he sucks. Really, like, I'm pretty sure it's my day off, and I have to. Oh, there's a heart still up. I have to go clean up the mess from a dead.
Hey.
Does that mean I have to scrub
Hey.
the blood out of the carpets and everything?
What a
That's
week.
ridiculous. God,
Yeah.
what an asshole.
So, what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
Yes.
I quit. I figured there was no point in staying
We
if you were
stood
leaving.
up for ourselves.
I appreciate the solidarity, but you really didn't have to do that.
I think it's for the best. Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel, so I may have lost my cool a little.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
I know you'll bounce back,
Well,
Beth.
I'm not one bit worried about you.
She's very
I
confident.
know you'll be just fine.
Yeah, I do have a cat-like ability to land on my feet.
And think of all the good times you'll have away from Bernard.
I'll miss annoying him. He turns into a particular shade of red that only I can get out of him.
It's the little
But no,
things.
you're right. It's time for new challenges. I could see myself owning my own establishment, one that caters to the right kind of crowd. Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious
Yes,
hotel.
open
But
a
maybe if I were behind the counter of,
like a
say,
speakeasy.
bar
Ooh,
instead
that
of a
would be
reception desk.
fun.
I don't know. Is that silly?
No,
It's
it's
not.
In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Don't let your dreams be
Thank
dreams,
you.
Beth.
I'm really glad you're in my life.
Me too.
Me too. Found a good friend in Beth. And, like, obviously a romantic relationship, but a good friendship. Oh. No, I shan't. Actually, I get very embarrassed, like a lot of secondhand embarrassment for like intruding on those kinds of scenes, which I know is ridiculous, but I can't help it. It makes me so anxious. Ah, man. Oh, what do you think will happen to them? I assume she's talking about Anna Marcella and Paul.
I've been
don't-
thinking
yeah.
about Anna and Marcella a lot.
Should I be jealous?
No, not in that way. I've been thinking about what they went through. How they had to lie and pretend. Day after day. How they had to live someone else's life for 10 years before they could finally be with each other. I don't think I could do that.
Well, I have good news for you, Bean. Times are changing. It's already started elsewhere, and it will get here eventually. One day, all the Annes and Marcellas of the world will live happily together, and no one will give a damn.
I really hope that's true.
It will be.
Oh, the wind shift scared me. In relation to this, I saw that Low Birth Games, this bet we made, was just nominated for a few different types of awards. They were nominated for the GLAAD Media Award. I threw away the evidence. Shit. Well, I threw away some of the evidence. Dang it. I gotta try again. I know there's obviously multiple endings because of this, and because you can choose Andrew instead of Beth at the beginning. So I'll have to eventually go back and do that as well and choose Andrew instead. Oh, it's very loud all of a sudden. But anyways, they were nominated for a GLAAD Media Award. I think they were nominated for Best Narrative in Debug Magazine. I think that sounds right. Oh no! Because I quit my job. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Sophie. But it's okay because Beth and I are together in a bar. Yes, June realized. So loud. And they also got a nomination for a gaming award. GAYMING. Dang. I think they, rightfully so, they should be nominated for the best narrative. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a really good story. I really, really enjoyed it. And I thought it was actually like a legitimately good twist. I really didn't expect I didn't expect the husband to be murdered at all. That was such a good game. I really enjoyed it. And I really do. Oh, there we go. I want to go back and try the other endings. I'm going to have to get to the point where I can choose Andrew as my confidant instead and make sure I mop the floor so he doesn't slip and fall and break his hip. Well, hurt his hip. He didn't break it. But yeah, I thought that was such a good game. This was a lot of fun. And I think pretty unlike anything that I have really played, I have been enjoying this type of little walking point and click adventure kind of thing. And I love games where you get to choose different endings and stuff. I think it's so much fun to go through them and make all the choices and everything. And I love solving puzzles and everything. So I want to go real quick through, try and throw away all of the evidence and stuff. Let's see. Let's do this fast. That's a letter from... Oh my gosh, I left these... Oh shoot, I keep doing that. Yes, let's throw these away. Let's throw all this away. Open. I wish there was a way that we could like... Ugh. Oh, nope. Okay. I feel feel so bad for doing this kind of. What was in here? Just jewelry. Okay. I don't think I need to throw away the book. No. Okay. And then now we just need to, took the notes. What's this? Oh, these are just protect the dream. These are his, business cards. What is this? Is this the expenses? Yes. Okay. Bah, we'll just throw that away. Just in case. We'll throw so many things away. 508. No, that was. This is Anne's room. Yes, okay. We're gonna get rid of all of the information in the. I can't do anything with those. Oh, but I can pick them up and put them in the cart. I'll just throw away the cigarettes. Do those seem like evidence? Probably. Oh, my tip. Throw away. Oh, the trash. I forgot. I didn't, This letter has been sent to you and has been around the world 3 times. The one who breaks the chain will have bad luck. Oh my gosh. Mr. Smith received the letter in 1953, 33 copies. 3 days later, he won the lottery. 56, 33. Is it 53, 33? No. Mr. Williams received the letter and burned it. His wife and 3 kids died in a fire. Whoa. Well, shoot. Now I have to make 33 copies of that. Just kidding. I'll throw it away. Oh my God. Wait. No. That's something very arbitrary. There's no way. Ooh. Okay. All right. Here's the real incriminating stuff. Oh, can I not? Oh yeah, I gotta take them all out, and then I probably can throw them all away. 'Cause, yes, okay. No. Throw away. I hope this is everything. Oh no, I have to go to Paul's room. Shoot, okay. So close. There's nothing in there. There's nothing to find. I don't know. No, I couldn't open that. Okay. Paul's room was down this way? No. Nothing was on this side. His room... Oh, wait. I'm stupid. It's right here. Do not forget to buy more film. Already took care of my role. Oh, nope. Damn it. Inspect. I feel bad because, like, I'm throwing away all of these memories and stuff, but also I'm saving them from jail, so they'll probably be great for them. We're throwing it all away. That's just a medical reminder. Throw away the map. Throw away whatever that is. Throw away whatever those are. Oh, those are the letters. Can I throw away all of this stuff? No. Okay. Oh. Oh man, we're getting rid of it all. Because then, like, what if, we're just going to throw away everything, because what if I forget to throw away something and then it points to me? I don't want to go to jail. I'm trying to keep these people out of jail, but I don't want to go to jail for them. It's all gone. We're destroying evidence like crazy. Okay. I think we're good. We just have to... Do we still have to throw away this stuff? Yes. Okay. Throw away... Oh, was there anything over by the icebox? Sprint, Sophie. Pretend we're sprinting. Just fast forward. Yeah, I just walked straight in this little blood pile. This blood pile. Yes, okay. What was this? A diary. Montreal is much bigger than I had expected. Hotel is nice. Today I wanted to follow Marcella and Hector out of the hotel. It's been a while since Marcella's last payment. Who is sneaking out of their room every night? Who is sneaking out of the room every night? I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I keep doing that. I don't remember that being like a, oh, okay. A conversation at all.
Oh, so Paul's work with Marcella was to follow her around like a private investigator. Paul really got into his role.
I hope spying on me isn't proving too exhausting. You've really inspired me so far. Tons of ideas. You look straight out of film noir. I also noticed you started smoking.
He followed Marcella to Montreal even though she was done with her research.
Paul, why did you follow me to Montreal? As I already told you, I did not require your services anymore. I'm starting to worry you're taking your role a bit too seriously. You're not a real detective. You have to let go. Ooh. Just throw away more evidence. Oh, can I throw away the camera? Oh my gosh, I can. Damn, we're just... Can I... Oh my god, everything. We're throwing it all away. We're gonna confuse these cops so bad. Unless... No, this is fine because there's still reasonable explanations for me moving the body, and I had to get the ice pick, so that explains me me walking over to the ice box because I needed it for the fuse. So for the fuse box. So that all makes perfect sense.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my leg. My leg. Very cold. Been folded into a little ball for too long. Okay. Straight to the cops. Well, straight to the desk to call the cops.
Phone.
Can I skip? No. Okay.
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered.
Please help me.
I need the police.
There's been a murder.
Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the
Try and
body,
skip.
it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am.
Can you imagine if that was something you had to find? You were just like, I have no idea. I'm at this hotel. This is the hotel.
Is this the brochure Beth was talking about? The one that came in the mail for Anne?
Oh. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Possible evidence.
So Anne
Right.
and Marcella really are planning to run off together. Was what happened to Hector
I
part of their
have been
plan?
playing a different game, and so exit is to... That's just for the guest for Paul. Oh, but Paul. I keep... escape is to exit the menu, and so I keep...
Oh, hey you. Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No point in working in the dark.
That's true.
Sophie? Bean. You're not scared of the dark, are you? Hey, is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector,
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
you don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Oh, merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint. Have you called the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was there an accident?
Oh, let's
No,
choose different
I don't
responses
think
this
so.
time.
Someone.
I'm sorry,
did
Beth.
this
That means I'll
to
have
him.
to let you down.
Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
Oh. Well, I did say the opposite answers.
I found something on Hector that would point to that. Yes.
That's true.
Wait,
Life insurance.
So, you touched the body? The dead body?
I had
I
to.
didn't- I mean, yes, kind of.
Sophie, rule number 1 when stumbling upon a dead body. Do not touch.
Oh, good. I like that we're
Really
getting
gets
different
you in
dialogue.
trouble. So,
But also, what did you
what
find?
did you find?
There was this letter that made it sound like Marcella would get a lot of money from her husband's death.
See, and so I wonder if Paul knew
Throw the
that.
affair into the mix and you get a pretty good
And
motive.
That's what I'm thinking.
I still feel like it was
I'm
Paul.
probably
I
going
do
to
understand the
100%
reasoning
this,
as to why it
or
could
might
be
be
Anna
wrong,
Marcella, but I do
but
still feel like
I can't
it
really
was
blame her
Paul.
if she did it.
Well, what do you
I'm
mean?
not sure I'm following. You can't blame her for murder.
I'm not excusing it. I'm not. Just... women like Anne and Marcella have so few options. It's like the world is designed to keep them apart.
Beth,
Oh, you know. You know. I've been with a woman before. Ziva Rivers. She's a...
Oh, this is what she
photographer
talked
in New
about.
York.
She did modeling.
We were together for a while, and I was so in love. It was like a fire rain couldn't put out. I guess like anything that intense, it wasn't meant to last. But while it lasted, I was the happiest I've ever been. And if something had come between us, kept us apart, I would have done just about anything to be with her. Maybe that's what happened here with Anne and Marcella.
thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this.
Maybe now you can understand why I care so much about you.
Oh gosh.
I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and
I'm gonna have to let her
Marcella, or
down.
if it's the shock of being
I'm trying
so
to get a
close an
different
actual
ending.
Murder, but I'd really like for us to be more than just friends, Sophie.
Oh gosh, Beth, I'm so sorry. I hate hurting people's feelings.
I'm not sure if I feel the same way or not.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I mean, you have a lot to think about already. I just want to add to that.
It's so sad. Oh, okay. Yeah.
The police is here.
I'm sorry,
Just
Beth.
Be mindful of what you tell them, okay?
Yeah, of course.
She doesn't have her hand on my shoulder this time. Or like on my back.
Miss Roy?
All right, here we go, Maurice.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No,
That's
I
okay.
don't.
So,
We'll rapid
as I
fire
was
these
saying,
because
we're
we
trying
already
to
know we're
ascertain
choosing
the
opposite.
circumstances
Well,
of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I do still feel like we should
I
tell
was
the
cleaning room
truth at this
509
part because
when
I threw away
I
all the
heard the
evidence,
elevator
but I
bell ring.
don't want it to
Again and again and
make it
again.
sound like
I thought maybe a
I
child
killed
was
him
playing with the
because
doors.
of all the options
I
that there
went
was
out in
if
the
I was
corridor.
lying.
And that's when
I
That's when I
just
saw
I don't want me to end up in
all
jail.
the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up.
Still good.
So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when
Still
the
told the
power
truth
cut.
here.
So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Because we already know, like,
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned
the
power back on.
options he clears
But
up. He's
there's a
like, yes,
lock
that
on that
explains
box,
everything.
isn't it?
So,
Did you have the key?
don't want to go to jail.
No, I didn't.
I'm trying to
Only
keep
Eugene
everyone
does.
out of
But I
jail.
thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a
And
size
there's
7,
no
I
evidence for
suppose.
me to touch
Yes, I am.
because I threw it all
Why?
away.
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
But there's nothing to touch. I mean, I touched the ice pick.
No. No, nothing.
Good.
Oh,
You wouldn't
yay,
believe
because I
how many
threw away.
idiot
There's no
witnesses
way.
accidentally
yes.
compromised the evidence.
I was afraid he was going to be like the fingerprint analysis
What did
that
you
I'm
do
not sure
after
exists.
restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
There was so much blood. Again, I feel
I-
like
I just assumed.
that is quite obvious
what
to
with
me.
all the blood. It just didn't look like an accident, you know?
It's not like he
I see.
got sick and, I
Would
mean,
you
unless
say
he
you're an
coughed up
observant
like
person,
a
Miss
ton of
I
blood.
think I would. Yes.
Good. Then maybe you can help me fill in a few details about this case.
I'll do my best.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcella Cruz. Apparently, she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
I don't really know anything. She just looks like a loving, caring wife.
That's not much to go on now, is it?
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Let's try something else then. We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
I don't know much. Only that he seems nice.
Nice. I wouldn't be so sure.
Oh?
We found out that Mr. Spade is fresh out of a madhouse. When we called the place, they painted quite the picture of him.
Oh, man.
Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
No. I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
no. Nothing like that. We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines, and...
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you
Did I
and me.
forget to
He may look like us,
throw
but he's
something
not.
away?
He's dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or aggressive?
No, I didn't.
All right then.
Can I leave now?
Yes, yes you can. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh,
Miss
and I'll
Roy.
keep my job
We'll be
this
in
time
touch
with
if
Bernard.
we have any more questions.
And then hopefully I won't have all those final notice and urgent bills laying around me on the table. Oh, I should have kept my job because she said that she has to take care of her mother because she's sick. Selfish.
Bernard was strangely
All right.
chipper on the phone.
Bernard.
That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon, and it'll probably be
Wait,
a while
we're like
before
speed
the
walking.
hotel reopens.
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth,
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No,
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll
Still
be
friends.
questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in.
All right, Bernard.
I suppose you know why you're here?
Actually,
I'm
not
not
really.
sure, actually. Your phone call was a bit vague.
Yes, well, I prefer to have this conversation in person. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable to have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals
Sounds
to be
like-
comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act, things need to change. This means elevating our standards to
It
the
sounds like
highest
nothing
possible
changed,
level.
but with Maurice,
and
it,
it starts with the people
there
working
wasn't
here.
even like a
It
whisper
starts
of
with you.
With me?
Yes.
Marcella and Anne.
From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests,
I take my job very seriously, sir.
as you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
Thank you.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
Okay.
Okay. I'll take care of it.
Good. Well, what are you waiting for? Get to work.
God, what a
Oh,
dick.
Now?
Yes, now. That'll be all.
Dang, it sounded like nothing changed. I hope we got a different ending after I went through and destroyed all of the evidence.
Hey,
Hey.
what a week.
Yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
He wants me to clean the mess on the 5th floor.
What? Unbelievable. Oh, he's such a jerk.
He was a jerk.
I wish I would have stood up to him, but I really need this job.
I know you do.
That's okay, Sophie.
Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel. So,
Maybe
I may have lost my cool.
maybe this
a
doesn't
little.
change.
A little.
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
So, what's next for you?
I think I'm done working under Bernard's or Linda's. Maybe it's time I become my own Bernard. Minus the fascism, of course.
Of course.
I could see myself owning my own establishment, one that caters to the right kind of crowd. Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious hotel. But maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar, instead of a reception desk. I don't know. Is that silly?
No, it's not. In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Thank you. I'm really glad we're friends.
Me too.
Ooh.
thinking. I know so much about our guests. Paul, Anne, and Marcella especially. I know all of their secrets. And yet, if I were to walk by them in the street, they wouldn't even recognize me. Isn't it weird?
Where are you going with this?
I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's good to feel seen sometimes. And if I were to walk by you in the street, I'd like to think you'd recognize me.
With a pretty face like yours?
Oh.
Of course I would, Bean.
All right. Oh. Oh. I thought I threw everything away. I wonder if there's something that can change with this scene. I don't know what it would be, though. Oh! Anna Marcella avoided prison. I bet I know what it is. I bet if Paul is not in prison, then when it shows Lindsay's grave, there are like fresh flowers on it. And the hotel is reopened. Hooray! VIP only. And I'm working there. And I'm working there, and I'm working there. Still on the 5th floor, I see. Okay. And Beth still has her bar. Excellent. Yay! Okay, cool. Oh man, I am gonna have to... I'm gonna have to go back and see if there's a way to... I don't know what I missed to keep Paul out of prison. I know there was a letter from Bernard to Hector. I don't remember where that was. Maybe that was the letter on the bench that I didn't double check or throw away. But I know there was a letter to him that said, like, unfortunately, we can't just, like, throw people out of the hotel. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm going to have to go through and try multiple endings. I assume there's one where Sophie goes to prison, so I'm going to have to try and get myself into prison. Shouldn't be that hard. I'll just lie and then have to backtrack and fix my story and just make myself look insanely suspicious. And I'll have to get the endings with Andrew. So, but those will be in future episodes. But I really enjoyed this. I thought it was an excellent game. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And thank you, Low Birth Games. This was a really fun story and a good, like, murder mystery, little mini Nancy Drew type of thing. So I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video.